know what one of these is, a hat-trick ball. Soccer AM, keep your heart out. Okay. So, bride and groom, family and friends, welcome to Hogwarts. I can see there's a few in from the House of Slytherin here. I can see they're feeling it. No, there's no Gryffindor. Oh, Bonnie, you're Gryffindor. So, on behalf of Mark, Maria, Julie and myself, I'd like to thank you all for joining us to celebrate the marriage of Lucy and Blaine today. And thanks for everyone who's had to travel distance, took a holiday off work, and a special thanks actually to the Robertsons who have cut their holiday short to be here today. Can you put your hands up, the Robertsons? Do you think they look happy? Yeah, no, you get away with that, you get away with that. Also, I'd just like to add how stunning the mums are looking. Well done, mums. Very nice. And just while I'm on the thank yous, I'd also want to thank Liam and Ryan for organising a successful stag do. It's always very comforting to be on a stag do and have a doctor with you. And I actually needed it after the go-karting. Now, I've been told to keep this speech fairly short because of my throat issue. Julie's going to throat punch me if I don't want to. But to be fair, I've decided to read this speech out from my notes. I'm getting older and the memory's going, so I didn't want to really lead to the memory. So don't worry. I've still got most of the marbles, although there is a very small hole in the bag somewhere. Okay, so before I begin, I'd like for all of us to firstly raise a toast to remember those dear to us that aren't here today and those who are too frail to be here. So please charge your glasses and raise a toast to absent family and friends. Absent family and friends. Now, a wedding is a very special occasion, and it's a chance for two families and their friends to gather together and celebrate, which on previous occasions, with these two families, it's tended to break into a bit of a party and a lot of karaoke. But I assure you there is no karaoke tonight, but there'll be plenty of dancing. So, a day like today always inspires a few memories, and I'm sure most of you are expecting me to recite a few, so I'll try not to disappoint you. Sorry about this, but as I say, I'm not using my memory anymore. So, Lucy's arrival. She was due to be born on the 12th of July 1990. Now, I think a lot of you remember the year 1990 because England reached the semi-final of the World Cup. And we were due to play Germany 8 days before Lucy was due to be born. So, obviously, if we beat Germany, the final was 4 days before Lucy was due to be born. Now, Emma was born early, so there was a good chance Lucy was going to come early, which was really, really dodgy for me. I just thought, you know, if it goes according to plan, there's a good chance Lucy's going to be born on World Cup final day, and I'm going to miss the birth. Anyhow, we lost on penalties, and she was 14 days late. So, the early hours of the 26th of July, and Jimmy had been in labour all night, but wasn't telling me until the last minute because she didn't want to be stuck in hospital too long. So, 8 a.m. in the morning, she tells me the baby's on the way. And I say it because in those days you didn't know whether it was going to be a boy or a girl. There was none of this scanning going on. So it was all a big shock. Now, I've been told by a few people at the time that I was in for a long way. You know, be prepared. You know, so you're going to be in hospital and you're going to be sitting about and waiting. So I thought, okay, on my way to the hospital, I'm going to stop and get a paper. So I stop at the garage for the paper, because you didn't have internet in them days. You know, there was nothing to read online. Do you believe that? When you were born, there was no internet. Amazing, isn't it? And you got off at me with black and white telly. So I'm floating around in the garage, picking up papers and snacks, while Julie's sitting in the car, eyeing the dashboard. When I get in the back of the car, I ask, "You alright?" And she says, "Yes, darling." So I naturally thought everything was okay. Anyway, we arrive at the hospital, get into our room. I find a chair to read my paper. I then go off to make a cup of tea for us and the midwife. Now the kettle's not even boiled yet, and I'm being summoned back to the room. And before I know it, I'm now holding a baby girl. Timing is everything. And this wasn't meant to happen. We was home by 4, with fish and chips, and my dad thought we'd just been out shopping. Anyhow, I still had the newspaper, which I never read. I'll show you. Look how old that is. No colour. You see? Age catches up with you. So, now Lucy is part of a large family. She has 2 brothers, Graham and Jack. She has 2 sisters, Emma and Amy. And between them, they've accumulated 12 grandchildren. In addition to this, one of the grandchildren is about to produce a great-grandchild any minute. So there actually are bowls and towels on standby. But if it doesn't happen today, Dave, get yourself a newspaper. And I say Dave, his name's actually Tom because he looks like Rodney. Family joke. Now we hold the family Christmas meal on at our house every 2 years, and it takes me that long to get ready for it. So if you think about it, that's Julie and myself, 5 kids and their partners, that's 12. 12 grandchildren, 1 with a partner, that's 25, and now a great-grandchild, that's 26 for Christmas dinner. Also, adding to the mix, Easter egg hunt, summer barbecues, Halloween, New Year's Eve, there were quite a few birthdays. Now you can start to see why I've never read that newspaper. So in the early years, Lucy wasn't the youngest for very long. In those days, there was a problem with my toothbrush. Julie went near it, and then there was a baby on the way. So Lucy was 1 year old in July, and Amy arrived in October, 14 months apart. Now this paved the way for one of Lucy's favourite things, being dressed in the same outfit, the same as her sister for 5 years. Now fortunately, when the toothbrush kicked in again, it was Jack that arrived. So otherwise you would have 3 of you in the same outfit. Although in your role play, when Jack wasn't being a dog, you made him wear your clothes and called him Jackie. Also, Lucy was a fighter. I thought I was raising animal lecture at the time. And if you annoyed her, you were going to get bitten. And of course, our elder brother, he said that as a challenge. So he wind her up with the wall. Now Lucy grew up in Essex till the age of 11, and then we moved to Cambridgeshire in 2002. And Lucy had to start a new friendship group at a new school down in Market, where she met her best friend Claire, who sometimes I thought would have been with us. We went through all the normal growing up fads, including the goth stage. But she came out the other end, a credit to herself and to us. So fast forward, and Lucy went through her education with many glowing reports and eventually ended up in uni, got a degree, but her working life was destined to be with children. I like to call her the Pied Piper. No matter where we go, kids follow her about. So, Lucy's career started at King's College University, and during this time she moved out and went to live in Downham. Now fast forward a bit more, and Lucy's now got a little person of her own, Bonnie Blue. And they both lived together in Downham. It was these days that made Mum and I immensely proud. Hang on. Where's the tissue gone? Made me immensely proud. Bringing up a child single-handedly, keeping a job and running a home on your own, it made us realise how strong you are. And in the words of your mum, what a warrior or a maybe I've got some place. Psycho, schizo, warrior, impatient, half the animals, control freak. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh no, I should have crossed that out. I must read that. Yeah, that control freak. I know where she gets it from. Lucy has everything today tied to military precision. So if anyone's got something wrong, please don't point it out, or us helpers are in big trouble. And just on the subject of today, I just wanted to say a personal mention to my dear wife. For all the clever things she's made. You'll see some dotted about, but she has spent tireless hours making stuff for the wedding, and she's so clever. And I think that's where you get your artistry from. So well done, Mum. Good job. Now Lucy settled in her home in Downham, but she was determined to create a new life for herself and Bobby. And there was a lot of swiping that took place on Tinder. There was lots of left swipes and not many right ones. And I had to look that up because I'm very reasonable. But after a few non-starters, you eventually found someone who seemed to fit the bill. Yes, it was your knight in shining armour who arrived on his white steed and swept you away. But actually, he didn't drive and you had to go and pick him up. But anyway, it didn't take long for you to know this was the one. And it was given even more endorsement when you decided you were going to introduce him to the family. So it was Christmas 2016 when Lucy finally introduces us to Blaine for the first time. It was actually on Christmas Day. He made a good first impression, arriving with red wine, beer and some chorizo, which is always a great start nowadays. Blaine fitted in really well, and I think you stayed with us most of the day. And I think I might have got you drunk, but it's not something we do a lot, so I'm not sure. You could tell at the start there was something special between them, and they seemed perfect for each other. I was confident Lucy was in good hands. After all, show me a man with both feet on the ground, and I'll show you someone who can't get his trousers on. Blaine lived about 25 miles away at the time, so it wasn't long before he was moving into Lucy's two-bed house in Downham. However, that soon had to change. After 6 months, they had a toothbrush problem. And 3 were about to be 4. Chesney was on the way, and they needed a bigger house to store everyone in. It was also good news for me because it confirmed Blaine was here to stay. So Blaine, your turn now. I now have 3 son-in-laws. One prefers rugby and the other is a bit of a petrol head. So I think Blaine has given him a chance to have someone who can appreciate the beautiful game of football. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be Blaine. It wasn't to be because Blaine's football coach succeeded by him to Paul Lloyd's here. Oh, I am joking. He loves his football. We've had some great moments together. And this gives me a really good chance to do one of my Blaine anecdotes. So, he finally settled in Enfield, and a few miles up the road to us, Blaine decided to join the local football team. He played a few games, but I hadn't been to watch him yet, and by mistake, I said to him, yeah, play golf for it if you want, one weekend, if you're sure. So it was about 1:45 on a Saturday afternoon, and I got a call from him saying, could you help us out? Could you come play golf? Now I was 58 at the time, and not in the best condition. It wasn't what I had today. And I agreed and said, yeah, I'll be there in about half an hour. I need to warm up. You know, I'm really going to need to warm up if I'm going to play. And Blaine then adds, no, we kick off in 15 minutes, it's at 2. So I said, okay, nothing like early morning, and that was nothing like early morning. So I grabbed the kit, and I arrived with 10 minutes gone, and they were already 1-0 down. The subs made, I go on, 10 minutes in, I've pulled off some saves, I've come out of this bloke's feet, I took the ball off him, I'm magic. Blaine was defending in front of me, he's protecting me, his future father-in-law, he's clearing balls all over the place. It felt like we were going to get back in this game. Anyway, about 20 minutes in, they put this magic cross in from the left-hand side, and Blaine shouts, I've got it. He swings his left foot at it, misses it, he hits his right leg, and goes straight in the game. Oh, right, okay. But we weren't deterred. We could see we had a chance. 2-0, we still had a chance, and we worked hard at it. I was still flying about all over the place. Blaine was clearing them, and we actually managed to lose the game 10-0. So, and then the manager said, can you play next week? Now, if there's anything good about COVID, it's that it kicked in just in time to cancel that season, and the parents got out of it. But Blaine, he's a great lad, an absolute pleasure. I've done this at home many times. Could you go to the room with it? He's an absolute pleasure to have about, and he's a much loved part of the family. So Blaine, before I officially welcome you into the family, I just wanted to give you a few words of advice. There are 3 things to remember to give in your marriage: inspiration, income, but most importantly, in. The best way to remember your wedding anniversary is to forget it once. And let Lucy know who's boss from the start. There's no point in kidding yourself. And finally, for both of you, 90% of marriage life is shouting, "What?" from another room. So Blaine, it's an honour to officially welcome you into the family. Julie and I couldn't be happier to have you as an honoured child.
Daddy, I need to go.
Even though you drink all of this. So, my throat, I need to end this speech, but before I do, I just need a few last things for Lucy. So Lucy is a party animal and loves a dance and a karaoke night. Not so keen on Nickelback concerts because she wouldn't come to that to me, I'd go on my own. Not in front of all these people. I think I must take some of the blame from partying style, but that's a parental task I was given by my mum. So I didn't do the drama stuff, I was purely head of entertainment, bit of embarrassment as a byproduct, and not forgetting the additional objective of never setting a good example but just being a warning, which I believe I've achieved. So as my entertainment embarrassment tasks slowly come to an end, I just thought I could deliver on it one last time. And after much thought on what that could be, I came up with something. Now your mother has highly recommended against it. But you know me. I always know better, and then I wish I'd listened. So, as to not break the habit of a life